What's up, guys? It's your boy Darskin, and today we're going to be talking about how to increase your box CC. Now, probably about a month ago, I made a video talking about how to increase your combat class as far as your team, right? So let's say we look at my team, right? We look at my team. This is my combat class. Now, my combat class without the HP buff is 180,000, right? 180k, but with the HP buff from my, box combat class, I have 184,000. And how you can tell that is, you can see this right here, but say we go to combat class ranking as far as my guild. It says 180k right there. So without the buff, it's 180k, and with the buff, it's 184k, right? Now, if you guys don't know, right, with the newest update, we got a change, and this change is on JP already, right? Even though they got it like 7 or 8 months in, something like that. But if you click right here, you can see that you are getting a buff, right? Now, the buff starts at 500k, account combat class, right? And you get an increase of 1.5% HP. And then it goes up the more combat class you get on your account. I am currently at 1.5 million. Well, the buff is 1.5 million. And what this applies to everything, well, just about everything, right? It applies to PvE, right? So if we go right here and say I just go to books, go over, 184k, right? It also applies to PvP, right? So say I go to, say I go to PvP and then I go to geared, it also applies. It applies to just about everything, right? For those of you that don't know. So it's a really good thing that you want to do. It makes a really big difference, trust me when I tell you. Let's go ahead and look. As you can see right here, 184k. So it applies to everything. Go to normal. It also applies here as well. I'm currently at it. Well, I mean, there's really no way to test it here, simply because. But yeah, it applies to everything. Long story short, it applies to just about everything. There are a couple of minor things it doesn't apply to, like excuse me, I had a burp. Like I said, whenever you do the combat class ranking and stuff, it doesn't apply to those type of things. But for just about everything, it does apply. Now, the question is, how do you increase your account combat class? Well, I know what you guys are thinking. Isn't it self-explanatory? Shouldn't it be an easy thing to understand? Yes and no, right? Obviously, the easy way is to awaken units, evolve units, limit break units, and everything like that. That's like the easy way. Get dupes. But I want to go over the specifics of everything just in case you guys don't know or don't understand. Number one, like I said, awakening your units. Awakening units is going to give you a lot of combat class when it comes to your account. And this goes for awakening all of your units. Also, if you dupe units, that's going to go a long way towards maxing out your account as well. If you 6-6 a unit, they get about 2,000 extra combat class, I want to say. So that is going to help as well. Then, obviously, awakening units, which I don't have every unit awakened, but awakening units and limit breaking units, right? So if you have units that are at 75 or 65 or whatever the case may be, taking them to the next level will give them more combat class. But here's a couple of things you guys might not have known, or might not be doing anyways. If you look at my account, go to ultimate move. I have basically 6-6'd every rare and SR in the game, right? If you go to all of these units, they are all max level, 6-6, all of them, right? I've even 6-6'd a couple SSRs. As you can see, Blue King is 6-6. As you can see, Red Gother is 6-6. I also have Red Helbram at 6-6 right here. I think that's it for SSRs. Oh, Elaine 6-6 as well. But yeah, so all of my rares and all of my SR units are all 6-6. Every single one of them. Even the SR Slime. I managed to get enough copies to make sure I 6-6 him. But yeah, all of them are 6-6. So that's going to be giving you a lot of combat class as well. So I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, well, Darskin, I can't really do that. I need stamina pots. I get it, right? I'm not saying that you have to do this. This is not something you have to do. You know, I know a lot of you guys use your gold coins for these, or a lot of you guys use your silver coins for these. That's perfectly fine. I completely understand. But what you want to make sure you're doing is maxing out the units that you're going to be using. And what I mean by that is, Blue Arthur. Blue Arthur is my support link for Merlin, right? I have him level 80. I have him 6-6. I have him Max Star 6th Awaken. I have all of his outfits and everything, which outfits give combat class as well. So I have his outfits. I have all of this stuff going for me. And I'm not saying this is something you got to do today. It'll just happen over time as you play. If you look at my other Arthur is only 4-6. I don't have all the dupes for him. So it's really good that I maxed out my blue Arthur until my red Arthur is completely maxed out for my Merlin. Slater, you know, if you look at my teams, you can look at the supports. Moving on to these, I have a couple of teams. I have Kingram, obviously. I have Fairies, which is whatever. That's Elaine support. He's 6-6. This is going to be my farming team. This is going to be Green Dien once I get her. She's not in the game yet. But this is going to be my new Guild Boss team as well. All of my supports and everything are 6-6. If you look at my Red Demon, 6-6, 6-6, 6-6, 6-6. Same thing here, except she's 4-6 because I need 2 more dupes. But same thing here. All of them, Merlin's only 2-6 because I need more dupes. But, you know, most of the units are maxed out 6-6. And that's giving me a lot of combat class. I forgot a 6-6 Valentia as well. Anyways, so make sure you guys are maxing out whatever rares or SRs that you use. Make sure you do that. Guild Thunder, probably the best SR in the game. Make sure you max him out, 6-6. SR Healer Liz, a really good unit as well, which, where is she at? There she is. Yeah, she's also 6-6. Really good unit, heals really good, passive's amazing. Make sure you guys are 6-6ing. You don't have to do it to everybody unless you want to, but as far as the rares and the SRs, whatever units you're going to be using, those are units you want to be maxing. Alioni, really good passive. Green for attack related stats of green units, amazing. I have him 6-star awakened and he's 6-6 as well. Now, this is something that anyone can do, because I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, well, Darskin, not everyone can do that. This is something every single person can do. If you guys don't know, when you awaken someone's unique or passive, it gives them combat class. So I've done it for everyone else except for Red Guild Thunder, and that's because I wanted to make a video on it. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. Right now, notice you need 16,000 combat class, right? I don't have 16,000. Even with 6-star awaken, right? Even with 6-star awaken, you know, level 50, all of that jazz, I don't have it. Right here, I have 11,000 combat class with Gila. How did I get her passive? Well, the answer to that question is, all you gotta do is put the gear on him. Literally, just put some gear on him. Boom. He is now over the requirement. I can now unlock his passive. So we're gonna unlock his passive real quick, and then I'm gonna tell you guys the last strategy or tech or whatever you want to call it that I do to have better combat class so that I can eventually get up. Now, I need to evolve a lot of my characters to UR, and that'll get me higher, but I'm just saving the match right now. Like, I could do it if I wanted to. We're just gonna auto because I don't care. But I could do it right now if I really wanted to, but I just don't see any point in rushing it. I'll get it eventually. Because I could buy the SR pendants and the rare pendants with the silver coins and gold coins, but I just don't think it's worth to do right now, so that's why I'm not doing it. But yeah, it's definitely worth doing all of this. Go ahead, Guild Thunder. Which Guild Thunder doesn't do too much damage, but it's whatever. Like, I'll eventually kill. What we'll do here. I'll go ahead and play it out myself. We'll do this. Then we'll do that. That should kill him. And I just put my King's HP defense gear on everybody. That's literally just what I do. Boom, he dies. And then he should die next turn if I get lucky with cards. Alright. Does this kill? Okay, this does kill. Okay, so boom, right? We are done with Guild Thunder's passive. We now have his passive. So, we'll go ahead and get out of this. And you'll notice, right? Let me go ahead and show you. You'll notice his combat class has gone up by about 500. Now, I know you can't see it right now because I have gear on him, but King. Go ahead and put King's gear back on him. Now let's go ahead and look at Guild Thunder again. His combat class has went up by about 500, right? Now I know what you're thinking. 500 is not that much. Well, that's the thing, right? Not only does it give you 500, it's 500 base, number one, right? And like I said, I've done this for every single character. I would show you, but there's no reason for me to show you all of that. But anyways, it gives you 500 base, but it scales. And what I mean by scaling is it gives you 500 and it scales with your equipment, right? So you're getting base stats and everything. All of that is going to scale. Like my King is 43,000 combat class, right? And this is without UR gear. So like, imagine what he would have with UR gear. I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, well, Darskin, how was all of your units max level, right? Because every unit is max level, whether it's SSR max level or UR max level or whatever the case may be. And there's events that come around that basically give you like, how do I put this? They give you a higher chance to get super increase or excellent increase or whatever whenever you're doing the XP pots. When those events come around, you want to max level every single unit in the game. Now, I do want to apologize because I didn't tell anybody about it came around twice, I believe. But I maxed everybody out on the first one. But I didn't tell anybody. Well, I didn't make a video on it. I did tell people in videos, but I didn't make a video on it or anything like that, so I apologize for as far as that. But when those events come around, that's when you want to max all of these units. A lot of people are like, Darskin, how did you do this? How many stamina or XP pots did you use? I didn't use that many because I did it when the event was going on. You had a really high chance to get like super success or like excellent success or whatever it's called. Whenever you're leveling up your characters. So that's why all my characters are leveled up and everything like that. But yeah, those are all of the ways to get your combat class higher on your account. And you definitely want to start doing this, not only because you will get a boost to your team, where your team's HP, which is HP is the best stat in the game, but you will also get you'll be basically preparing for Training Cave when Training Cave comes around. If you look at my account, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I have 50 units, UR 6-star, when you only need 48 units in Training Cave. So that just goes to say, you know, I'm just about ready for Training Cave. So yeah, anyways, that's gonna be about it for this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment down below, tell me what you guys did in the comment section below. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.